In continuation with this chapter, now let's study another topic, that is magnetic force between two parallel currents. Parallel currents means the current is flowing in same direction in two conducting wires. The value of magnetic force was given by scientist named Ampere. We have studied about Oersted experiment and his observations. Oersted observed that when current flows through a conducting wire, then magnetic field produced around it, and this effect is known as magnetic effect of current. We have also studied about Biot-Savart's law. This law helps us to calculate the value of magnetic field around a conducting wire. We have studied about Lorentz force. Lorentz force gives the value of magnetic force when a conducting wire moves in uniform magnetic field, and this force is maximum when the conducting wire is moving perpendicular to the uniform magnetic field, and the value of the force is F equal into QVB. We have studied this. Now let's study about Ampere's observations. Ampere observed that when two parallel current carrying conductors are placed near to each other and these wires are long, thin, straight wires, then they exert magnetic forces on each other. When two parallel long, thin, straight conducting wires are placed near to each other, then they exert magnetic forces on each other. Let's understand this. If two long parallel wires are placed r distance apart, and in these wires currents are flowing in same direction, then because of this first wire, the magnetic field produced around is at this side, left side of the wire, the magnetic field is out of the plane of a paper from right hand thumb rule, and at this side, right side of the wire, it is into the plane of a paper. By this wire, magnetic field here is out of the plane of a paper, and here it is into the plane of a paper. Let us suppose this is magnetic field B1 at left side, and at this side magnetic field is B2. Therefore, the resultant magnetic field between these two conductors is the difference of these two that is, the magnetic field is weaker than the magnetic field by individual current carrying wire. That is, here the magnetic field is stronger, weaker magnetic field, and here also stronger magnetic field. And the magnetic force exerts from stronger to weaker magnetic fields. Magnetic force exerts from stronger to weaker. Here magnetic force is attractive. When currents are parallel in both the wires. Now let's study about when the currents are flowing in anti-parallel direction. The two wires are placed r distance apart. This is 1, this is 2. Current is flowing in upward direction. In this it is downward direction. Then the magnetic field due to first wire is out of the plane of a paper into the plane of a paper. Here it is into the plane and out of the plane of a paper. Therefore, the magnetic field, resultant magnetic field is addition of both the fields, that is B1 plus B2. Now the resultant magnetic field is stronger as compared to individual magnetic fields. And the magnetic force exerts from stronger to weaker fields. Magnetic force exerts from stronger to weaker field. And here magnetic force is repulsive. And magnetic force is repulsive when currents are anti-parallel. Now let's study about Ampere's law. Ampere gave the value of magnetic force experienced by a conducting wire when placed in external uniform magnetic field. Consider a straight long conducting wire of length L in which I current is flowing and this wire is placed in uniform external magnetic field. As the wire is conducting, thus it will also produce magnetic field around it. Thus, a small dl element When I current is flowing, then this is a current element IDL. The direction of DL is same along the direction of I, and the force experienced by this ideal element due to the interaction of both the magnetic fields, that is magnetic field due to the wire as well as external magnetic field, this force is equal to dF equivalent to IDL cross B, and the total magnetic force experienced by a current carrying wire is integration of dF IDL cross B vector. Current is same, therefore take it outside, and it is equal to IL cross B. In magnitude form, IL be sine theta, and as this wire is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, thus it experiences maximum force. And direction of this magnetic force is given by right hand palm rule. As we know that the fingers of the right hand gives the direction of magnetic field and thumb gives the direction of current. Then the perpendicular coming out of the right hand of palm gives the direction of magnetic force. Now let's study about the value of magnetic force between two parallel current carrying conducting wires. Consider two parallel straight long thin conducting wires which are placed in xy plane, and they are placed r distance apart. This is positive x axis, y axis, and this is positive z axis. Let this is wire 1 and this is 2, and the currents are flowing in same direction. Therefore, in wire 1 I1 current is flowing, and through wire 2 I2 current is flowing. And because each wire is carrying current, therefore they will produce their individual magnetic field. Now let us consider any point on wire 2 and find the magnetic field because of wire 1 in which I1 current is flowing. Therefore, this magnetic field is B1 due to wire I1. And by right hand thumb rule, we can find its direction, which is coming out of the plane of a paper, and this direction is parallel to positive z axis, that is in this direction, and here we are considering it as perpendicular in this way. Therefore, the magnetic field is coming out of the plane of a paper and parallel to positive z axis. Similarly, consider point on wire 1 and find the magnetic field due to wire 2 in which I2 current is flowing. Here the value, according to right hand thumb rule, the direction of magnetic field is going into the plane of a paper, and therefore it is in along the direction of negative z axis, going inside negative z axis, and thus because of this magnetic field the wire I2 will experience force which is F2, and we can find the direction of force by right hand palm rule, which is giving here the direction in negative y axis. F2 is negative. This is B1. B1 and F2 are perpendicular to each other. Here also the force is, the direction is from right hand palm rule, and it is along positive y-axis. We will find the value of F1 and F2 here. Now this is magnetic field B2. Now, as we have studied that according to Ampere's circuital law, magnetic field for a long straight thin conducting wire is given as B equivalent to mu naught I upon 2 pi r. So here magnetic field B1 on wire 2 due to current I1 is equal to mu naught I1 upon 2 pi r. In terms of direction, it is k cap, that is along positive z axis. Also, according to Ampere's law, we have studied about force also. F is equals to I L cross B, and here F2 vector, that is the force experienced by wire 2 on because of magnetic field B1 is F2. F2 equivalent to I2 L vector cross B1 vector is equal to I2 L is the direction, L is the length of the conducting wires, and its direction is along the direction of current, that is along x-axis. Li cap cross B1 vector is mu naught I1 upon 2 pi r k cap. Now we have studied about cross products, that is for orthogonal unit vectors. If we are moving in clockwise direction, then the direction of the third vector will be negative, that is I cross k gives minus j. Therefore, F2 is equal to I2 Li cap cross mu naught I1 upon 2 pi r k cap, which is equal to mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r L j cap minus j cap, that is the direction of force is towards wire 1, that is experiencing attraction. Now let us find the value of B2. B2 is equal to mu naught I2 upon 2 pi r minus k cap along negative z axis, and F1 force equal to I1 L vector cross B2 vector, and L vector is along I cap along x axis cross mu naught I2 upon 2 pi r minus k cap. Here I cross k is minus j, and minus is plus. Therefore, mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r L j cap, that is towards positive y axis. Therefore, direction of force F1 is towards wire 2. That is, it also experiencing attraction. Now, we have calculated the value of F1 and F2, and we see that both are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Thus, we conclude that magnetic forces are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. That is, F1 vector equal to minus F2 vector. This obeys Newton's third law. We also conclude that parallel currents attract each other and anti-parallel currents repel each other, which is opposite which we have seen in electrostatics. That is, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Now by magnitude of force, we can define 1 ampere, that is the SI unit of current, as F is equivalent to mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r L. So define one ampere current. So let when 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 Newton of magnetic force this is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 Newton of force is exerting on 1 meter length. One meter length on thin long conducting wires, two wires we are considering, which are carrying equal currents, that is I1 equivalent to I2. And these wires are separated by 1 meter distance. This is perpendicular distance, we can say, and these two wires are placed in vacuum. Then amount of current passing through each wire is 1 ampere, and we can find it also. That is, by a definition, if 2 into 10 raised to the minus 7 Newton of magnetic force is exerting on two wires which are placed in vacuum. If they are placed in vacuum, then mu naught is 4 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 7. And in both the wires, equal currents are flowing. That is, I1 equal to I2 equal to I. Therefore, it is I square. And their lengths are 1 meter. 2 pi, and they are placed 1 meter distance apart. Therefore, it is equal to 2 into 10 raised to the minus 7 is cancelled out by 2 into 10 raised to the minus 7, and we get I equal to 1. Now, as we have studied that when the direction of current are same, in same direction, then the magnetic forces are attractive. Direction of magnetic field is towards positive z-axis. Force is on wire 2, F2, B1, I2 current, I1, F2 is along negative y-axis, and B2 is along negative z-axis, and F2 is along positive y-axis. Their values are B1 is mu naught I1 k cap upon 2 pi r, and its value of magnetic force is F2 equal to mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r minus j cap. Similarly, B2 magnetic field is equal to mu naught I2 upon 2 pi r minus k cap, and F1 equal to mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r j cap. Now let's consider the case when the current is flowing in anti-parallel direction. In wire 1, I1 current is flowing towards positive x-axis, and in wire 2, I2 current is flowing along negative x-axis. Due to wire 1, magnetic field on wire 2 is B1, and on wire 1, magnetic field due to 2 is B2. And by the direction, we can find the direction of magnetic field by right hand thumb rule. Due to wire 1, the direction on wire 2 is coming out of the plane of a paper, that is perpendicular outward and parallel to positive z-axis. Here, due to wire 2, magnetic field is also coming out of the plane of a paper. that is perpendicular outward as well as parallel to positive z-axis. Now we can also find the direction of force experienced by these two wires. On first wire, on applying right hand palm rule, the direction of force is away from second wire. That is along negative y-axis. Here on applying right hand palm rule, the direction is also away from first wire, that is along positive y-axis. This is F2. That is, here we can see that both the wires are moving away from each other. Let's prove it also. Here we can see that B2 is out of the plane of a paper, B1 is also out of the plane of a paper, and B2 is equal to mu naught I2 upon 2 pi r k cap, and F1 is equal to I1 L. Direction of L is along positive x-axis, therefore I cap cross mu naught I2 upon 2 pi r k cap, and I cross k is minus j, therefore mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r L minus j cap. Now we can see that this is just opposite to the previous case. Here it is along positive positive y-axis, it is along negative y-axis. Now let's see for magnetic field B1. B1 is equal to mu naught I1 upon 2 pi r, also k cap, and F2 equal to I2 L minus x-axis, that is minus I cap, and into mu naught I1 upon 2 pi r k cap. Now I cross k is minus j, and minus into minus is plus, therefore F2 equal to mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r j cap. Now compare it with the previous case. Here also it is opposite. Thus we can see that when the currents are flowing in anti-parallel direction, then both wires move away from each other.